I knew something was wrong the moment my daughter's voice shook through the phone. Not the kind of shake you get from crying, the kind that comes from holding back, from trying to stay brave. "Mom," she whispered. "Aunt Lisa told me to get out. She said you weren't here, so I wasn't welcome." The room around me, the hotel boardroom with its fake smiles and pressed suits, dissolved into static. I walked out mid-presentation without an apology. They could survive without me for an hour. Apparently, my family couldn't survive without me for 5 minutes. Lisa used to braid my hair for school. She used to cover for me when I snuck out with friends, used to sneak extra cake into my room on my birthdays. I used to think she loved me in that quiet sibling way, the way that didn't need grand gestures. But over time, she learned she could lean on me, depend on me, exploit me. Our parents made it easy. I was the reliable daughter, the one with the good job, the one who understood responsibility, the one who paid the electric bill just until they got back on their feet. And then the water, then the mortgage, then Lisa's car payment 1 month because she was between jobs. Somewhere along the way, love turned into entitlement, and entitlement curdled into expectation. I'd left my daughter with them before, quick business trips, nothing major. They always begged to see her, and she loved her grandparents. But lately, things felt off. My daughter started asking if she could just stay home next time. She never complained. She's my kid, she endures. But she grew quiet after each visit. I should have listened sooner. She told me that morning, with calculated calm only a child who's been taught not to cause trouble can muster, that Lisa had shown up, stormed through the house and told her to pack her things, then pushed her out onto the porch. 12 years old, alone, while my parents watched from the kitchen table. When she asked if she could stay until I came back, my mother said, "It's best you go. We don't need the drama." Drama. That was the word that snapped something clean in me. On the flight home, rage simmered beneath my ribs, but my mind was ice. Emotions were a luxury. Strategy was survival. I replayed every unpaid bill I'd covered, every emergency I'd bailed them out of. Every time they'd called me responsible, code for useful. They thought I was predictable. They thought I was soft. They thought I'd come home crying, apologizing, begging to understand what I did wrong. No, I came home ready. Step 1 was simple. Stop paying. Everything. The auto drafts, canceled. The accounts I'd quietly funded, emptied. The credit card with everyone but me authorized, closed. By the end of the day, my parents' nest egg looked less like a nest and more like scattered twigs under a winter sky. Step 2, documentation. I filed for immediate temporary guardianship permissions for future trips. No more family favors. Every scrap of conversation, every message from Lisa, every voicemail from my mother accusing me of being dramatic. I saved it all. Step 3, distance. No warnings. No explanations. Silence. Let them feel the absence before they felt the consequences. It took 3 weeks for the first desperate call to come. Then another. And another. By week 6, their utilities were cut. By week 8, the bank was threatening foreclosure. I answered none of them. They showed up at my house on a rainy Thursday. A storm pressing against the windows, thunder settling into the walls like a heartbeat. I opened the door just enough to see their faces. Wet. Angry. Confused. "My God, how could you do this to us?" my mother demanded. Lisa hovered behind her, drenched, arms folded as if she still had some moral high ground. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't need to. "You told my daughter she wasn't welcome," I said. "You told her I wasn't needed. So I believed you." "That was blown out of proportion," my mother snapped. "She must have misunderstood. She repeated your words verbatim." Lisa finally spoke. "She's a kid. Kids exaggerate." My jaw tightened. "I trusted you with the most important person in my life, and you kicked her out like she was trash." They shifted. Rain hammered the porch. I let the silence choke them. "You used me," I continued, "for years. You depended on me so completely that you forgot I was choosing to help you. You thought you were entitled to me. We're family, My mother whispered, suddenly small. I nodded. Family doesn't abandon children. Family doesn't exploit. Family doesn't manipulate. Then I opened the door wider, not to let them in, but to let them see the packed boxes in my foyer. My sister blinked. Are you moving? No, I said. You are. The bank will be sending you an official notice tomorrow. Realization dawned on their faces. Slow, painful, irrevocable. You can fix this, my mother pleaded. Just help us this once. This isn't once, I said. This is the result of every once that came before. I stepped back, and I closed the door. My daughter found me in the hallway afterward, eyes wide, worried I'd regret it. I didn't. I knelt, brushed her hair back, and said the truest thing I've ever said. People show you who they are when they think you won't fight back. I fought back. She smiled, small, relieved. The kind of smile that tells you a child finally feels protected. My family may end up on the streets. That isn't my doing. That's theirs. I simply stopped carrying the weight they piled on my back. And for the first time in years, I feel light.